Okay, on my last video, we talked just a little bit about breadboards, and I did have one viewer who responded and said they would like a little more explanation on the breadboard. So I'm going to do my best to try and get that done for you. As you can see, I still got my Lego board set up, so I got all three circuits running. We're going to turn them on. I'm just using a 9-volt battery today instead of plugging them into the computer. So we got the lights all going. Now here's how the circuit is set up. Let me turn that back off. I don't want to mess with the circuits while that's on. So let's simplify everything down here real quick. Let's pull these guys off. Let's pull this out and break it down just to the bare bones start again. All right, so there we go. Now, there is just the breadboard right there. That is all I have. As I said, yes, as I said last time, these all connect together across there. They go this way in the middle. They're broken apart, divided side to side there. Now, in this case, we have a 5-volt input. I'm just going to use one circuit so we don't need those pins connected. The only thing we need connected is a 5-volt input from pin 13, which we'll just put right here. And then we're going to put the ground. Let's just go ahead and put the ground on the outside, and then we'll jumper from the ground back into the inside. Now we use a 330 ohm resistor between the 5-volt input and the LED. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. Y'all don't need to see all the garbage. There we go. So we take the resistor across two ports, two pins, however you want to put it. Now, we got 5 volts going in there that goes through the resistor over to the next line. I'm going to straighten that out a little bit. And this is where this should be about 1.5 volts. There's people on the YouTubes that are smarter than me. They can do all the math and tell you the formulas. All I know is that 330 ohm resistor takes this down to the 1.5 volts necessary to operate the LED. Now, if you look at your LED, you have a long side and a short side. The long side is called the anode, and there's a cathode, whatever. That's irrelevant. The important thing is, think of this as your positive post. So you put that in next to, in the same line with the resistor. And we're running this way, so now I just need to run a ground and I can run this ground from anywhere over here to the line coinciding with the negative side of the LED. And we plug in our 9-volt, and it's running through the entire program, but the only thing we're seeing is just the output going into the only circuit we have active. So let's do it like this. Move that over here. Now we also had two other circuits active. We had pin 8 is active. Okay, so we just run that over there. And we can run that. Let's put that one over there. Again, the resistor. Anybody that really wants to know, if you look at the lines on those resistors, you start from where the group of lines is on the left, is where we're looking at it from now. And read from this side to this side, there's mathematical formulas to calculate how much voltage drop and how much resistance goes across this resistor. But there's also a chart for people like me who can't remember all those formulas. So now we've got power to here, and we got our resistance dropping our voltage down to the necessary voltage for that particular One. Now we can jump her straight off of here to get our ground. This is one of the great things about the breadboard. You can run across here, and now you have grounds all the way down the line. So you're not jumping back and forth and crossing over between the different posts. I'm trying to keep this here where you can see it and keep everything organized. And then we have one more. I need one more jumper. One more red jumper, that way I'm not cheating. Everybody knows, I understand, red is hot, black is not. Or in house current, white is not. So we had, it was on pin 6. So we're going to run pin 6 to right here. Bring our resistor in to take that 5 volts down to 1.5 and move it over there. And there we go, right there. Now all we need is one more ground, and circuit is complete. Now everybody's working. I hope that does a better job of illustrating what we got going here. I could have put positive here and then connected lights off of that, but that wouldn't give us a sequence like we have. To run them sequentially, they each need their own pin, but we could pin one time over here. We can jump one pin over to the positive side, one pin to the negative side, and then jump her off of these two into the middle of the breadboard and separate them out one light at a time. But remember, this is a temporary. This is to set up your circuit. This is to tell you how I want this circuit to go. You can do this if you get really serious and you want to really get deep down into component level building and design your own PCBs or printed circuit boards, if you will. This is the place to start. This will give you everything you need to know to learn how to build your circuits. Now there's going to be, I've got what we got here, a potentiometer. There's going to be experiments with that later on. Looks like speakers. It could possibly be an input rather than an output. Not sure what in the heck we got going on with this board. I think it's an expansion board, but I can't be sure 100%. As you can see on the back, this will fit right onto the breadboard. What else we got? We got all kinds of doodads. This is a really cool kit. This is an Lego Super Starter kit. I got it on Amazon. It was 45 bucks. I got the extra lights, like I said in the first video. These little LEDs for like 8 bucks. And so we got the whole shebang. But as far as resistors, we got, they're all marked 330, 220. I think there's 100 in here. They go up to, I think, 20,000 ohms of resistance. And eventually we're going to use all this stuff. All these pieces and parts, all these female to male jumpers, we got a ton of stuff in there. That screwdriver was mine to begin with. Not sure what the heck we got there, but we're going to find out. We got an LCD screen. We're going to do some experimenting with that. So looking forward to all that. It'll all be based around circuit building on the breadboard and in the software that comes out of the computer. Hopefully, out of the IDE. Hopefully, this gives you a better idea. I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was that asked about this earlier, but hopefully this gives you an idea of how you build those circuits and how simple circuits like this can be just expanded all the way across. And I've seen breadboards this big. I used to have one. I can't find it, but this came in this kit. So you get that kit, you got all this ton of stuff to do, and there's lots of experiments to do. You'll find other people on YouTube videos that are well versed at this, I'm enjoying doing the videos simply because it helps me to understand better what these things do. I appreciate y'all being here today. Looking forward to the next video. Like, share, and subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. You got any comments? I'd like to hear them. Appreciate it. Thanks for your time. See you next time. Bye.